More UFOs in the news. Okay, so I just got off work, which, by the way, sorry I haven't uploaded before now. My work's really picked up recently, which has been a huge blessing. But that's the reason why, it's been over a week since I've uploaded. Anyway, so I was with a client, just left, and they had on Fox News, and Shepard Smith was on, and he was covering a very, very interesting story, and I'm gonna play that clip now. Change of plans. I couldn't find the Shep Smith segment, but they were talking about it on the CBS Evening News, so that's the clip I'm gonna play.
Pilots in two different planes, one a Learjet, the other an American Airlines jet, reported seeing a mysterious object over Arizona last month, we have learned. The exchange with air traffic control sounded like something out of the Twilight Zone.
Number 71 Papa Golf, go ahead.
And there was anybody above us that passed us like 30 seconds ago?
Number 71 Papa Golf, negative.
Okay. Something. A UFO. Yeah. It's American 1095. Yeah, something just passed over us. Like don't know what it was, but it's at least 2,000–3,000 feet above us. Yeah, it passed right over the top of us.
No one has figured out what it was. Other pilots did say they saw nothing.
Other than the fact that I feel like a kid in the candy store every time I hear UFOs spoken about on the news. This is particularly interesting because this is the FAA we're talking about. According to the FAA guidelines, they do encourage both pilots and air traffic controllers to report UFO sightings to UFO databases. Now, you won't see anything within the official guidelines about not talking publicly about encountering UFOs and UFO sightings. However, this has been confirmed by many pilots that it's not written, but it is known that you are not to speak publicly about what you see unusual in the skies, i.e. UFOs unusual. So,
generally speaking, both commercial and military pilots are extremely reluctant to make a UFO report. This is not career enhancing, quite the opposite. It can kill careers.
There's a lot of confusion, a lot of hesitancy about even reporting something like this, even in FAA, even in military. They're going to think we're crazy. I don't want to be grounded. I'm risking something here, and a lot of airline pilots feel that way too. Why should I report this? I don't want to be under a medical microscope here. I'm not losing my mind.
Airlines don't like to employ people who see strange things. If you have a reputation in your company or your Air Force squadron as being the guy who saw the UFO from your F-18, I'm not sure I want to fly wing with him, you see. It's a subtle thing. Again, it goes back to denial. It's easier just to deny it and to say, all right, he's an oddball. Or she just saw something that just couldn't be seen, so she's probably not as reliable as she should be.
But now the FAA is releasing this audio, so what does this mean? This is very, very exciting to me, and I have to wonder, is this part of a very well organized, gradual, planned out disclosure? Or is this just a coincidence that we're hearing about this now, right after UFOs have been on the news a lot recently? So what exactly is going on here? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, because I want to know.
The UFO OHARE story the Chicago Tribune exclusively broke on New Year's Day is garnering attention around the world. Joining us now to talk about it once again is Tribune transportation writer John Hilkovich, who broke the story. And John, the response has been, well, out of this world, hasn't it?
Yes, it has been astronomical, Jim. Every major country, it seems, people have written in, both those who claim they've spotted UFOs during their life, as well as serious researchers. I mean, just the last 2 days, this is my email, and these are the serious emails. You know, the ones from kooks who said they were brought aboard alien spacecraft, I put in a circular file. So it's just a story that has legs, and people are fascinated by the thought, and I think there's some belief that there are advanced life forms that are visiting us here on a regular basis.
You've been contacted now in the last few days by several countries, but that also includes serious university researchers here in the U.S. You know, I've got to tell you, too, I got a call from my dad in California Monday night, and he's like, what is up with the OHARE UFO story? I'm like, where did you see that? Where did you read that? Well, it was on Fox Network's Crawl at the bottom. It's just amazing how much this is garnering.
Yeah, it really is, and worldwide attention, as you say. And from people who have made observations themselves, including on November 7th, the date of this incident, additional people both at O'Hare and outside the airport who have either seen this gray disc-shaped metallic object themselves or they saw that huge hole in the sky that the object created when it vanished.
Let's go over that one more time. What did people see when it all of a sudden vanished right through the clouds over the United Terminal? And then how's the FAA been reacting the past few days, too? Any new ground on that?
Okay. Well, the object was hovering in a stationary position about 1,500 feet above the United Terminal for some minutes. And then when it left, it just burst through this thick cloud layer, creating a large open space of blue sky on an otherwise overcast day. It took some minutes for that opening to close up when the clouds drifted back together. And it's just extremely unusual, according to the witnesses. I mean, airplanes just don't react like this. They slice through clouds, and they really don't disturb the atmosphere that much, except for the wingtips and such. The FAA is still, you know, pinning this to some kind of weather phenomenon, that some lights from the airport and the overcast skies somehow got together and created this image. But weather experts, astronomy experts, others that I've talked to said that that's bunk. That explanation just doesn't wash. United, on the other hand, after first denying that they got any reports from employees about this sighting, is now saying, yes, indeed, their employees did approach them immediately because of concerns about safety.
Okay, you got me. Can't blame a guy for trying, though. I tried to play it off.
And to reiterate, John, the witnesses who originally came to you are all seasoned professional, credible professionals like pilots who saw this.
They're pilots, they're senior managers, they're mechanics, and others. So, you know, they are very truthful about what they're saying, and we're trying to locate photographs, if they do exist, of this incident.
Last thing, I want to give a special thank you to Nels72, which is the newest Patreon. Thank you, Nels. Thank you to all my Patreons, and to anyone who would like to become a Patreon, you get a shout out on the end screen of my videos, and I use that end screen for just about every single video. So, also, I will be getting to my my other series, so bear with me. As I said, work has picked up a lot recently. But I wanted to put a video out there and share this with you guys because, you know, I was stoked to hear about it. So anyway, thanks. Hey everyone, Drew here from Mad Cat Mysteries, and I hope you enjoyed the video you just watched. If you did, you can click on the subscribe button below. I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.